You know, the thought really didn't occur to me to make a video of this until now. But what I'm working on here is the YouTube upload storage NAS. I actually had a drive drop off of the array tonight. Turned out to really be nothing more than a loose cable, which seems to be a common problem. But I decided, since I had this thing out anyway, in preparation to replace a drive, which I don't have to do now, which is good, because I don't actually have any spare drives on hand at this particular point in time. Might push me to get some, but either way, I decided to change the motherboard. The old board is right there. That is an Asus P5K SE EPU. And I decided I really didn't need the Q6600 CPU in here because it really doesn't get used for much. I'd rather have a cooler running, but still faster, because this has a faster front side bus, and it's actually also a faster CPU. Even it's a 2.66 gigahertz E8200. So it should be cooler running, and a little quieter as well. I wish I still had some of my cable ties, and I can actually tie up some of this mess. But what I'm going to do now is I'm slowly going to start adding drives back, including the RAID controller, and then I might actually put in an IDE cable and hook up this optical drive. I can't hook up the floppy drive anymore because this board, even though it's got the artifact for it, which is really annoying, does not have a floppy drive connection. This is a DQ35JOE. It was evicted from some other thing. Actually, it was evicted from that down there when I upgraded its board to, I think that actually has a Core 2 Quad Q8400 in it. But the other thing I did is I upgraded this board to 8 gigs of RAM, which is pretty much maxed out. Should be more than enough for this. Alright, so I'll be right back thanks to the magic of videotape once I have the boot drive, and then I'll get the backup drive hooked up, and then I'm going to get the little other thing hooked up, the SATA connection. Okay, I've got everything cabled up. I did replace a couple of problematic cables. I don't think I got a video light on this camera, so in order to get more light I'll have to turn on night shot. But you can see I did get, I think I got 2 new cables, and the reason why I did that is because there were 2 cables that were, well, I wanted to get rid of one of the red ones just so that pretty much all my cables are different colors, because I like being able to easily spot, you know, where something is and what's gone wrong. And the other thing is one of the cables was a little flaky, or at least I think it was a little flaky, so I just went and replaced it anyway. So now all the drives are here. Let's see if the system will actually power on and work as intended. It does take a little while to post just because it's an Intel motherboard. Here's the high point card. Ringing in. Hopefully we have no degraded arrays. Wouldn't be surprised if we do, because some of those power connectors are a little loose as well. But it looks like we do not. And now, what's it gonna do? What's it doing? Did it lock up? Give me a minute. And let's just say that that was a waste of time. As it turns out, apparently that motherboard does not like this RAID card, because with it installed, it wouldn't complete the power on self-test. It kept interfering with the keyboard. And you know what? If I pulled it out, I plugged in the boot drive, and it said that there was no bootable device. So it's, what time is it now? It's past 3:30 in the morning. I have no time for this garbage, so screw that. Go back to the way that things were. I did, however, upgrade the RAM to 8 gigabytes on this board. Hopefully it works. Oh yeah, and I replaced the fan, which moves a lot of air. Really kind of surprising how much air that moves. So let's watch it post and find out that I got a degraded array because of some loose connection or something. Let's see what happens. And we'll see how long it actually lasts. Yeah, degraded array. Yeah, right. So we'll deal with this mess. Figure out which drive it is. Seems like channel 2 is problematic. Okay, take 2. Data cable was, or sorry, the power cable was loose. We'll try it again. I did adjust the data cable. I don't know if it really made much of a difference. It could still be loose. With any luck, no degraded arrays. Okay, and it's booting. Wow, and how hard was that? Sometimes I really don't understand some things. Again, we'll just make sure everything boots properly. Yep, all the channels booted. Unfortunately, something changed in Zigmanaz, and it will no longer actually let me into the thing at the front. I'll have to figure out what's up with that. I might do that while it's sitting out here. And get that going. For now, at least, everything seems to be working. And that's moving quite a lot of air out of the case, which is what I want. I don't want it blowing in because it's going in there, which is going to be hot. So, of course, there's no link. I'm well aware of that. Shut it down safely. Clean up some more of this wiring. Clean up all this wiring. I'll probably plug these back in because I did unplug them. And that'll be that. And you can see there, it wants me to log in, and I really don't know what any of the login is, so just hit the power switch. Okay, here it is back in place. I have it hooked up to the KVM so we can see what it's doing. Let's hope that it works. Now is when I'm willing to bet that all the degraded arrays are going to show up. And that I've got it all the way back in there because there'll be a loose connection. Well, guess not. It's upset because I don't have a keyboard, but it will still boot anyway. So we'll just let it go. Because we can't do anything else anyway. Yeah, if I was thinking, I would have figured out why it's doing that. Hopefully I can do that without having to go through the console. I'll give that a try. This is the part that takes the longest. Gotta really watch the lock standby on this camcorder I'm using right now because it's dirty. It tends to make the camcorder go into a fit, turning on and off. No link. There we go. Okay, the system has now booted, and you can see here that we have our 8GB memory upgrade there, and everything appears to be fine. Both of our drives are accounted for. So, too bad we couldn't do everything the way that I had planned, but this is an acceptable compromise. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off. Hope to see you next time. Till then.